What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just the second half of the Louisville-Virginia game where we're taking a look at Louisville forward Jordan Nwora. Nwora had a very good first half. I think he hit 3 threes, and he had 15 points to end it, along with 5 rebounds. So let's see if he continues it in the second half at all, and let's get right to it. So guys, remember, he's going to be number 33 in the white, and he's starting off guarding Braxton Key, number 2 in the blue. So here we go. He's on the ball right now. Again, so that was a called-out switch. And he's having to bang with Diakite down low. Let's see how he does here. Diakite, I think he knows he could take advantage of Nwora. Nice job kind of mirroring the ball right now. And that's a really tough shot from Diakite. I like that from him. Nwora did all he could right there. So nothing really to take away from that, I would say. So here he is. Good idea on the post feed, just a little bit too short. I think Jay Huff's length kind of bothered that as well. So Nwora is going to be, he's still on Braxton Key. There's something here. And I think that's Wilden Notze. Remember, he's going to have 7 threes in this game. So, and I don't think he had any in the first half, so this should be interesting. I remember Louisville fans were just irate because for the longest time, Virginia has just managed to beat Louisville for just by the skin of their teeth. They had a crazy last-second three-point shot by DeAndre Hunter a few years ago, and just they've always been really close, and Louisville's just never really been able to take advantage of certain leads that they've had, and they've always, it's always been just every single ball just doesn't bounce Louisville's way, and it was starting to look like that in this game, but Louisville managed to survive and win. Again, right there, it's not really on Nwora. Nwora actually just kind of went there. So I'm not really a huge fan of that. Right there, I think that's probably going to be a block. So good job by Nwora, just kind of creating the contact right there. Maybe a little bit out of control in my opinion, but I think we get free throws here. Yeah. So we'll watch him shoot free throws. He was I believe, 81% free throw shooter. So, he obviously has a nice overall stroke, knocks that one down. And right there you saw it again. Perfect switch. Again, really nice touch, just that all areas around the basket and on the three-point line. Again, can get his shot off at any times he wants. He has a nice mid-range game as well. There's just a lot of things to like with his shot. And here's Nwora with a nice little show. Again, I'm not really sure why he's all the way over there. Right there, turned his back, and that's not a great possession from Nwora right there. Turned his back to the ball, let his man get it, and then totally bit on the pump fake. Looking for something here. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Jay Huff. I mentioned when we watched Tyson Alexander and Creighton that Louisville also was one of the top 3 center court designs in college basketball. I think it's pretty obvious why, because that's just an awesome look. So here's Nwora again. You saw him already Diakite do that thing where he just kind of swipes down at the ball. We talked about that yesterday with Trendon Watford and how he tried to do that once, but he was totally off balance. And the skill with Diakite is that he's very on balance, or he's really on balance when he's doing that. So just another example right there with Nwora on the ball. It's like Fresh Kimball wanted a tip. So Nwora on Key again. I'm not really sure why. Again, got really hung up on that screen. Kind of turned his body to not face Braxton Key. Again, volume man, I'm a big believer in that. Nwora just kind of seems a little bit turned around here to start the second half on defense. Got a kickball. So Nwora's being guarded by Diakite right now. And Diakite, obviously, I've been a huge fan of his defense for a really long time. I want to see if that matchup continues. We get any possible one-on-ones with those two involved. We got free throws here, so I'll skip these. So Nwora on key. It looks like they're just kind of running a little bit of a trap right now. 1-3-1. Again, Nwora right there, though, just feet glued to the floor. It just looked like he couldn't really switch his hips laterally right there and really contest that drive from Braxton Key, and then he obviously made him pay for it. Just pretty slow-footed, slow hips. Nice job drawing a foul. Again, he's pretty good at that as well, just kind of using up fakes and things like that to get to the line and get his shot off. I think Chris Mack was a little bit mad at him for giving that drive off. But we got an immediate timeout here, so we'll skip. Oh, it wasn't an immediate timeout. I don't know what happened here. Looks like they may have skipped a minute in this game. Interesting. Yeah. Well, looks like we'll get a minute less of Jordan Nwora. But and right there again, got kind of tied up around the screen. And they ended up just switching it. I don't really know if that was the plan going into that defensive possession, but oops. And there's Diakite, missed that jump shot. Here's more. Let's see if he hits this one. Again, that's NBA range and got the friendly roll right there. Shooter's touch. But again, you could just see that time he was coming off a pin down, I think, and he just kind of drilled that. So again, Nwora's been playing really well in this game. Just pretty much sitting off ball. Malik Williams got that rebound back and put it in. So again, he's kind of just tracing around Braxton Key, and again, he just totally got lost right there. Again, turned around, just pretty much tried to predict Braxton Key's movement. Key read it well, and he just kind of didn't go where Nwora was headed. So we got a foul here. Yeah, that's Nwora's 3-point shot that just got a very friendly roll. And again, he's trying to front Diakite. Did a pretty nice job just kind of hand fighting and not really allowing him to touch the ball. His teammates did a nice job as well. Let's see what we got here. Nwora not really doing much on this possession. On top of the key, looks like we got a media timeout. And so I'll skip ahead. And so here's Nwora with the ball in his hands. Again, didn't really have a lot of separation there and missed a three. Not really a huge fan of that shot selection, but when you have 22 points already and I think you're 4 of 6 from the 3-point line, kind of have the green light there. So we got a J Huff air ball right there. So that's going to be a charge, yeah. On Samuel Williamson, who is another guy who was he was a McDonald's All-American coming out of high school. I think this was his sophomore season, so he was a McDonald's All-American in the class of 2018 coming out of high school. And he just hasn't really popped yet for Louisville, but he's still seen as a guy with a lot of NBA potential. And this year will probably be a moving year for him. So again, Louisville's in this zone right now. It looks like a 2-3 or a 3-2. So we got Louisville ball right here. And here's David Johnson with the ball in his hands. Another really nice pass to Malik Williams, and he's not going to finish, and we got a foul here, so yeah. Let's get these free throws. So again, Louisville's in this zone again. And so they have Fresh Kimball kind of running the point, or running at the point of the defense, and kind of just having a ball pressure. It looks like a 2-3 extended with ball pressure and then having the wings up on traps and things like that as well. So it can at times look like a 1-2-2, and it can at times look like a 3-2. But I think the base defense here is a 2-3. Just looking at it. Nwora on a little screen and roll right there. Just pretty much slipped it. And J Huff with the block. Nwora has a little bit of a Nikola Mirotic tendency to just kind of float around the three-point line too. The thing with Nikola Mirotic is that he was a pretty impactful rookie because he was a really good three-point shooter, but then every single year it seemed like he progressed to taking farther and farther shots that were farther and farther away from the three-point line and farther away from the basket in theory. And so I think Nwora has a little bit of that tendency to just kind of float around the three-point line and not really look to attack on the dribble or really get himself open in other areas on the court outside, inside the lane. And so just being a little bit more aggressive in all areas of the court I think would serve him well. So again, Louisville's in this zone. And I'm not really sure why, because Virginia's kind of just dicing this thing up. They're getting a lot of open threes. And there's Will Nate again and brick that one. But here comes Louisville. Let's see what Nwora does here. And again, pretty nice handle for a 6'8 guy, 6'7 guy based on his thing, based on his listing. But again, pretty fluid. Can go between the legs easily. And it's just taking that dribble and kind of using it in a more productive and efficient manner rather than just kind of using it to create separation off the jump shot. Right there, I don't really mind that shot either. Again, that's Jordan Nwora, what he does. Yeah, and I think he's out right here. But again, using that dribble, because he does have a pretty nice handle, I just wish he would use it a little bit more effectively and trying to get towards the rim. Let's see what he does here. Again, off balance, you can see how fast he gets it off. And again, we've seen him make shots like that this game, let alone this season. So I really do like that aspect of his game. And I'll skip ahead. So 51, 52 when he comes back in. And then I believe he is in the rest of the game. So for the final 7 minutes here. So Diakite's on Nwora. I think Diakite's pretty much locked Nwora up when he's on him. I think he had that one pretty tough basket over him. But other than that, he didn't really have a whole lot of success against Diakite. Again, so this is Fresh Kimball on Natse. Nwora is on Braxton Key again. We'll also play defense a little bit here. Good job checking to see if Key was crashing the glass. So again, here's Nwora again. Looking for that high post entry. He's done that a few times. That's how he did a nice job driving, just couldn't finish. Again, Diakite's a really good defender. But he doesn't really have that burst, obviously. And that's why I keep saying that I think his main role in the NBA is almost like what you see Duncan Robinson does for the Miami Heat, just kind of coming off screens. The thing that Nwora has that Duncan Robinson doesn't really have is that just off the dribble shooting. Again, he was definitely the guy at Louisville. And Duncan Robinson's been doing the same thing all his life. Even at Michigan, he was basically the catch-and-shoot three-point shot guy. Nwora was a true scorer at Louisville. I just think his lack of burst will probably pigeonhole him into a three-point shooting role, but I think he's a more versatile three-point shooter than Duncan Robinson, probably sacrificing a little bit of the accuracy that Robinson has shown, but still he has potential to be a very productive offensive player within his given role, I think, in the NBA. Nice play for him. I think that's Enoch. No, that's not Enoch. That's, yeah, it is Enoch. Never mind. So again, Nwora on Key again. And you saw him right there just kind of lose a step along the baseline. I think that's Kihei Clark with the three. That's not on Nwora, but looks like they're running into a little bit of a horn set for Louisville. You can see right now Nwora kind of just standing around, not really doing much. But this would be a pretty easy time to just relocate. And he's just kind of standing there letting Enoch just go one-on-one. Probably made the right call. I wonder if he's probably worried about Diakite probably trying to dig down if Nwora relocates to the wing or the corner. We got a timeout here, so. So again, Nwora goes under that screen. Got there in time. Pretty much gave up position to Key on that offensive rebound opportunity, though. And again, you can see Jordan Nwora has 6 threes already. So here's Nwora. He's going to shoot this, I think. Nope, there we go. So right there, again, I like the idea that he can get that shot off. But again, there's no real need to be off balance there and try and force up a floater like that, especially in this type of game where it's a 1-point game in less than 4 minutes left. But again, that's what he is at Louisville. He's a shot creator, a shot maker, so you kind of have to roll with the punches on this a little bit. It's a nice overall. That's a really nice feed from, I don't know who threw that pass, but Enoch with a nice catch and finish. Good job by Nwora just staying attached to Key through those screens. Virginia likes to run a lot of blocker mover. And there's another 3 from Walden, I'd say. And again, this guy hadn't had a 10-point game, I don't think, at all this season. And I think there's a tech here. So Kihei Clark shot those free throws. I think Chris Mack got it, so. And you can see it looks like they have Diakite on Nwora. David Johnson, that's just such a good move. I might, after I film this video and upload them, I might just watch David Johnson highlights and prepare for the class of 2021. Because he's really impressed me in the limited time I've been watching him in this game. So Nwora's now on Diakite. Let's see what he does here. Again, you can see just his feet just are slow to react to compared to his upper body. It leads to him being off balance a lot of the time. And Diakite did a nice job just kind of ripping through and getting that. Let's watch it again right here. So you can see it just looks like his upper body kind of sways to one way and then his feet don't really move along with them. And then obviously Diakite just kind of bulldozed him. Yeah, here we go. So, it's a 1-on-1, so. Ooh, and then that's throws for Louisville, so let's get these. There we go. Got a sub. So Nwora did a nice job calling out that switch and just being a little bit engaged. Right now he's on a 7-foot Jay Huff. Right there, kind of got caught ball watching. Jay Huff probably could have beaten him for that rebound, but he didn't really go after it from Nwora's angle. Ooh, that's a nice split from, who is that? Is that David Johnson? Yeah. That was an awesome split from him. Again, he's going to be in a lottery discussion, I think, in 2021. I really like him. He had a lot of really good moments for Louisville. Yeah, you see the slip right there. So right now, Nwora is on Kihei Clark. Let's see what Kihei tries to do. Kihei is one of those guys who can make a lot of wing defenders just look silly. I remember the Florida State game where Virginia played Florida State. He made Devin Vassell. He put Devin Vassell in a blender several times. Patrick Williams as well. So Kihei Clark definitely has that game-breaking speed to kind of just get these bigger guys off balance and get towards the rim. So I was curious to see what he did with Nwora there, but nothing really happened out of there. Oh, kick it out. Oh, Malik, kick it out to, I think that's Dwayne Sutton. He's wide open. Good take from David Johnson, though. Here we go. So we got Nwora on the ball again. He's on Kihei Clark again, so this must be a setup thing. That time he did a pretty nice job just staying with him stride for stride. And right there, he got burned on the closeout again. Kihei Clark just very quick, can dart. He got beat again. Wow, that's just, I'm telling you, Kihei Clark just puts wings in a blender. And so, I don't know, Nwora looked so slow compared to Kihei Clark. But the thing is, so does everybody. I mean, Devin Vassell, who I consider one of the best wing defenders in this draft, they all look silly next to Kihei Clark. Nwora just happened twice on that possession. So, again, it just looks like his feet are always in quicksand. We got another foul call here, so I'll skip these free throws. We got another foul call here, so skip these free throws. Good clutch rebound from Nwora. Another 30 seconds left, and nothing's really going to happen. Oh, never mind. Going to get it ahead to McMahon. He should hold it. Yeah. I think we're going to get a timeout here from Louisville. So, yeah. Long timeout here. So right there, does a tough scramble, and DK, they just missed a three. Got another foul here, so I'll skip this. Final 12 seconds here. So again, Nwora's just everyone's just kind of letting that happen. That's not really that bad. Nwora gets the game-sealing rebound. He's going to hold it. And that's going to do it. So with that, I'll pause the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think we saw a lot from Jordan Nwora that we could take away and like. I think he has a pretty singular role in the NBA, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Any way you can get your way into the league, I think that's awesome. And you got to remember that all these guys being considered for the draft are really some of the best basketball players in the world. So, I do like what we saw from Nwora today, and I'm excited to see where he goes on draft day. So, yeah, with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow, who are we doing? Elijah Hughes. And so, yeah, we'll be, I'm excited to show you Elijah Hughes tomorrow. And until then, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe. That really helps me out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.